Welcome to the Universe Editing Podcast. Today we are featuring Out of Order,
What's good?
also known as the father of editing as we know it.
Yes, sir. You know what it is.
This is gonna be so much on crack.
Oh,
but anyways,
God.
so my first question is, why Out of Order? That is like I've been asking that myself.
What do you
a little
mean?
bit. Why that name? Like, how did you pick it up? Out of Order.
Dude, I don't know. I've had like 7 other channels before this one, bro.
What were the
and
other
they were
names?
they were named stupid shit. but
Like,
don't worry about it. Nah. It's some stupid shit. It's some like I used to be like a fucking intro template maker, like that level of stupid
Really?
shit, you know? Yeah, I made Cinema
Never.
40 intro templates, and then I was like, fuck it, that's cringe.
good.
We can swear on this podcast, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it's uni. Like, not
Okay.
swearing on
Yeah,
uni
so that was
podcast?
just some stupid shit.
Impossible.
Exactly. And I was like, fuck it, Out of Order. I
Fair
like
enough.
no. I'm gonna be real. I really don't have an explanation. I genuinely have no clue where that name came from.
Okay.
I wish I
Damn.
remembered.
Cause like I personally like I have a whole like story and like
Backstory.
theory that I was thinking about when I was
A
making
theory?
my name. Yeah, because I was like,
Bro, I didn't even know that. What
so
the fuck?
my name has to be starting with my like IRL
First
letter. Yeah, first letter of my IRL name, and then it has to go like it needs to have like double something doubled. Like I like a name Maggie. It has the double G. So I was like,
Oh,
it needs
yeah.
to have something like that, but it can't be Maggie because it's not starting with, A. And then I was like, it needs to have an I and
Aggie.
E at the end. So the first one that came
Bro.
to my mind was obviously like Anddie, but I had like this whole like mathematic like solutions going on in there.
Formula. Damn. Yeah, I cannot relate. I can relate to the first letter thing, but everything else, that is...
Wait, E?
Yeah, because my name is Evan.
Oh, I was thinking like, what is your IRL name? For a second there, I thought you're
Yeah.
Ethan. But
Ethan? Oh, bro.
Ethan.
Okay.
imagine
Do I sound like an Ethan to you?
I don't know what an Ethan
Yeah, you do.
sounds.
What? Fuck off.
Like that's what him. That's an Ethan.
Bro.
Okay,
Okay.
so Order. You've had this channel
What's good?
since 2016. Have you had any others?
I-
We just
yeah.
said
Have I-
this question already answered. When have you started editing then? Was it 2016 or did you have other editing
No,
channels?
like 2014.
2014? Holy.
2014. Damn, bro.
I mean, I started with like Vegas fucking 9. That was like the very first program I installed. It was like Sony Vegas 9, and I just like, I got bored of it. Moved to AE in like 2015, and yeah,
Wait, you've been using AE since 2015.
it was like CS6 or some other shit. It wasn't like the
Oh.
Creative Cloud bullshit.
But still, it's like I started using After Effects 2 years ago. About 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, because I was editing
Huh?
in Vegas until like
Oh.
2019, pretty sure. Do you remember?
Okay.
Hold on. Do you remember the edit Vegan Love?
Yeah.
That one was made in Vegas.
Really?
Yes.
Damn. That's impressive for Vegas.
I mean, it does look like Vegas edit.
I mean, yeah, the Vila, but that's also just old
Vegas
Vila.
Velo, dude.
How long have you been editing in After Effects texture? Like since you started? Did you start in it?
I started. Well, okay, I started in Premiere because I started like with Bed Wars montages and shit, like back in the golden days of Cool Dude. So
Oh.
probably like June 2020 is when I really started. When I started doing like cinematics and like making montages. But before
Mhm.
that, I've had channels since like 2015. So
Holy
Hell
shit.
yeah, dude.
I think because I made like vlogs and stuff. So I think I used Windows Movie Maker.
Extra the vlogger.
Oh, I
I went.
remember
I went,
Movie
from,
Maker,
I went
hell
from
yeah.
like some shitty mobile app to Windows Movie Maker, and then Corel Video Studio Pro,
Mhm.
and then Premiere, because my friend
Ew.
gave me a crack, and then yeah, and now we're here.
Nice, dude.
Hell yeah. I still can't even like. Oh yeah, I'm opening Coke. So okay.
What? Oh.
the
I thought you meant like an application. I was like, what the fuck is Coke? Like,
No, because there's gonna be in
Cocaine.
my
Coke
audio.
can.
Probably not on Discord because Discord doesn't pick up
I
most
can
of my
kind of
stuff.
hear it.
But there was like a little
I
like
heard a
there was like
pop.
a in there that was trying to open the Coke and just drink a little bit just so I didn't get like thirsty. But yeah, okay, so I had a question or something in my mind. I had a theme. What was I gonna do? Okay, yes.
Yeah, what is like? Do we have an overlaying theme for this or?
Just editing or like hobbies.
Okay.
Like usually it just starts. You just start with questions and then it somehow gets to whatever it gets to.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining this is gonna be our case because like usually our just any communication between us is like on crack. So
That's facts.
that's how it's gonna go in here as well. But yeah, wait, I think I talked about it with Order already, which was like
what's up?
me having like editing not being really my hobby, but like me wanting to do it as a job later. And I don't remember what you said.
About editing as
why,
a job.
Why you started editing or?
No, like if you would love to, like what is editing for you? Is it like a hobby or do you do it for a different
Oh.
purpose? Because when I started, I had a different purpose in mind.
Shit, dude, for me it started as a fucking hobby, you know? Like, you just open up AE, you're just trying to slap some shit together, make that shit look cool. But, it's not even that much of a hobby anymore. It's more of, I don't even consider it work. I would never really, like I do editing for work and shit, only if I really need money. But now I'm not trying to edit as a job or a career, you know what I mean? I'm more interested in doing editing for, like, the actual fucking, like, craft of, like, you know, bitches will think that shit's cringe. Like, oh, dude, you can't study film. You can't make edits for film. And man, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm trying to edit as like a craft. You know what I mean? Like to me, editing and film is the exact same as like music theory and shit. You know?
It's like
Like-
your passion and art form.
Yeah, it's an art form. It's like a headspace you create. You know what I
I
mean?
agree
Like.
with that.
Like music, for example, you know, motherfuckers, you know, like when you, like, I feel like a lot of people talk about music and be like, oh yeah, I'm studying music theory, or oh, I just been like making music and shit, you know, and they're just like, you know, in their room listening to shit all day, and I feel like a lot of people really don't, like, kind of disregard it, you know, they think like, oh, that shit's kind of weird, like, dude, this guy's, what do you mean you're studying music? You're just listening to music all day, that's not fucking studying. Nah, there's a difference in my eyes. To me, it's a fucking art form, bro. You know, like I feel like a lot of people really don't get that. Like, yeah, they'll say it's an art form. They'll be like, oh yeah, it is art, you know, film's art, music's art, whatever, you know. There's all artists in the world. But like, I feel like when you, like, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make films in a sense of like there's a difference between being an artist and like being a creator, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Hell
like,
yeah.
you'll know when you cross that threshold. Like, when you start going fucking manic over music, or film or shit, which, you know, I feel like it happens to people more as they, like, mature and get older, but I feel like that's when you start to realize, like, it's kind of like its own craft, you know? It's its own fucking headspace. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to create that shit. I don't really give a fuck about, you know, monetary shit, making money off it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, so for you, it's like an art form, but it's still like.
It's just an art form, really. It's like a
it's not like
headspace you make for people, you know?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
you're trying to get people to dive into your own mind. Like, nobody's gonna look at fucking Emoji Movie or Sicko Mode and think, oh, yeah, this is fucking genius, you know? Unless you're, like, really tripped the fuck out over some shit.
Yeah.
But you know what
That's
I
true.
mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the worst part is that like at least music theory is being understood by the mass because they listen to music. But then you're like, oh, I love to do editing, and they're like, oh, so Instagram edits or like
Yeah.
you edit TV
game
shows,
montage?
and they don't know. At least if they thought about game montages, okay, I'll be fine because that's actually what I do. But 90% of them, because they use Instagram, they're like, oh, you're an Instagram editor. Or they're just like, what is that? Why? Like, they have no fucking clue how much time goes in that.
Yeah,
Like, they'll understand music theory, like, oh, so you know notes, right? You know, like, how to play some stuff. Or at least you understand, like, mixing and all. And they're like, normal people know most of that. They like, if you talk about like melody and stuff, they would know what to say. But then you talk about editing, or like velocity and like where to cut and like this shit, and they're like, what? Like this is not normal, so they don't understand it.
I feel like that's kind of like more into specifics. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you could make an Instagram. Well, like, obviously you can make an Instagram edit artistic, but I feel like what really, when you cross that line, you know what I mean? Like let me try and think of an example. Like I feel like even like this might just be my personal bias, but I feel like a lot of fucking people get the real wrong idea about like what it really is. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to put it into words. It's like, let me think.
But no, you're right, because that's exactly what I'm saying. Like they just can't. They don't know what to imagine under the words like editing, or like I'm trying to get into like the craft of editing or stuff. They just see it as like stupid Instagram edits. They don't see anything like else behind it.
Mm.
Yeah, and I think it's mainly because it's like the mainstream edits. Like you think of the biggest editors on like YouTube or just in general, and you got like Scout, you got fucking whatever his name is, Aiden. I don't know. They all have like 700K, and then like the most subbed like quote unquote actual editor that we know of is like, I don't even know
who
he
is. Yeah, I was
probably
about to
has
ask,
less
who
than
is
20K. Like
I think Order.
probably less than 20K.
Order might be the biggest one actually. The one that like actually is doing the craft for the craft. Like I don't mean like because there's like people like Milliam who edit like Fortnite, right? But he does like content besides it. And from my perspective, he mostly does like editing for the content. Like obviously he had to start it as a hobby. He had to start editing as a hobby, but like I see him as like just like Flea. Like, he only started editing because it was cool.
They're just fake as fuck, dude. Like, numbers don't mean shit to me, alright? Numbers don't mean a single shit. It doesn't mean skill at all, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I mean, I think we already know that. But what really, like, separates that shit is, like, if you want to get big on editing, you really just gotta be fake. And that's just for any craft. Music, too. You want to be fake as fucking music, you'll blow up. You want to make money off music, rap about making money. You know what I mean? You want women, you rap, you make music about getting women. And like that's what really separates people. Because like to me, there's two. Sorry.
No, you can talk. I just thought you were.
No, it's just like for me, there's like two different types. You know what I mean? You got like the fucking quote unquote NPCs of the world, and then you got the real shit. You know what I mean? You know, and I've been an NPC in my life where I felt like I was unconscious, but like you'll know when you start changing and you really start seeing art the way it is.
I actually do understand that. Yeah, that was like.
Like I've gone fucking manic over music and editing, and it's not even like
what do you mean?
It's not even like.
Manic? Like, can you expand on that?
It's really hard to explain. Like when you really like start to explore music theory and film theory as a whole, it low key like I wouldn't call it anxiety, but it's like a manicness. You know what I mean? You like you tweak out over it. Like like I don't know how to explain it, but there's just two types of art. You know, you got the people that make real shit, and you got people making fake as fuck. You know, I'm not trying to make that fake as fuck shit. You know, I've said this so many times already, but people always just think I'm just, out of order, has an ego, or he's a narcissist, whatever bullshit. But, like, deadass, if I wanted to make it big in editing, I would have already done it by now. If I really wanted to. If I wanted 1 million subs by editing, I could probably do it. You just gotta be fake as fuck. That's as simple as it is. That's for every art. Film is fake. Like, look at fucking... I don't even know if I'm ready to talk on that yet. People will fucking roast me. But, like, I mean, we can all agree music, there's a lot of fake music, all right? It's like synthetic.
Sure.
Like, no, I don't even mean fake. I mean, like, synthetic, like pseudo. You know what I mean? Like, pseudo music. Like, it's so fake to the point you don't even realize it's fake. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I guess the best example would be, like, Sicko Mode. You know, Sicko Mode's complete gibberish.
I just
You know what I
love
mean?
that the biggest video on Uni this year was Sicko Mode in it. And you're just like, Sicko Mode is so fake.
Nah,
it's so shit.
Sicko Mode it's fucking bullshit, alright? Sicko Mode's the biggest bullshit to ever come across music. It's
I think
completely artificial.
A lot of rap is very synthetic and cosmetic.
Nowadays, yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
But cause I knew a guy. I had a friend. I think I told Anddie this. I had a friend who listened to Sicko Mode while tripping on acid, and it fucking scared the fuck out of him.
Really?
Like it genuinely traumatized him almost.
Huh?
And you think I know you guys are laughing, but I've never listened to Sicko Mode tripping, but I know if I were to, I would be fucking traumatized too. Like you could listen to heavy
is
metal.
so bad?
That's the thing, okay? So, you could listen to heavy metal while tripping, and you might even have a better time than Sicko Mode. Like Tool, for example. Tool, they make fucking, psychedelic rock music. That feels pretty... It sounds scary and is intense, but you would have a much better time listening to that than Sicko Mode.
I guess.
The reason it fucked him up and, scared the shit out of him, though, Sicko Mode, was because, that's the reason. It's because it's so bad. When you listen to it tripping, you're fucking... normal reality, or I'm gonna sound like a tinfoil hatter, but when you're sober, imagine you're sober, sober hearing, it's 8-bit quality. When you're tripping, it's you go from fucking 8-bit to 48 fucking bits. You know what I mean? You just hear in pure detail. You hear it for where it's really at, and it's so fucking bad. The song is genuinely so terrible and disgusting. It's so bad that it hurts. You know what I mean?
No.
This is the
I can
funniest
understand.
explanation
I can
of
understand
sober
what you mean.
and on drugs.
I can understand.
Because it's one of those things you gotta experience. You know what I mean? But he did. He listened to that shit. My friend. We're not friends anymore, but he did.
Oh.
And it scared the fuck out of him because it hurt. You know what I mean?
Damn.
It was so bad it hurt. And it's fucking Sicko Mode. That's the most popular song in the world.
Personal offense to music.
The trippy part is, Travis Scott 100% knows he made that shit. He 100% knows it's synthetic. He knows it's all artificial music. And I feel like I didn't realize that until maybe a year or two ago. And I feel like that's how most people are. They're not consciously aware of that side of art. And when you're aware, you're fucking aware. And that's what makes you manic. You said describe the manicness. That's what drives you manic. Is knowing that there's some real shit. And there's shit that's so fucking synthetic it hurts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've gone manic over that shit. I've listened to music that fucking scared me while tripping, that shit changed my fucking life. Just knowing that side of art exists and knowing that world, that fucking art world is real, that whole headspace. It's fucking crazy, dude. That's why I don't...
There's such a big dark side of it, I guess.
Yeah, honestly. And I doubt a majority... I'm gonna be real. I'd say 90% of people in the world don't even know about this shit. They really glance over it like I used to. They just think, oh, Order's a fucking tweaker. Order's been tripping too hard. Order's been geeking, But nah, this shit, even talking about it now is giving me anxiety because of how fucked up it is. You know what I mean? I already have an anxiety disorder, but just thinking about that whole art shit, that makes me go manic. That's why I don't really edit that hardcore anymore. Cause you really will tweak yourself out. You really can hurt yourself. I mean, I don't know if y'all know this, but y'all know Pink Floyd, bro?
Yeah, of course.
Pink Floyd, they fucking tripped out over art hardcore. The dude would be fucking locked up in a cabinet because he was tripping too hard. And, manic. Yeah, they would lock him up and shit. He would deadass be fucking locked up in a box because he just went manic over art. You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah.
I mean, it's hard to explain. It's one of those things you really gotta look for to find out. You know what I mean?
Damn. That was a whole ass essay on the reality of art.
No, I've thought about this for fucking days, dude. I've thought about this for fucking hours, bro. I've really explored this whole conscious side of art, you know what I mean?
I feel enlightened.
Most people don't even give a fuck. I know for a fact, they really don't look at it. And I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't mean any disrespect to y'all, but I can tell you haven't seen this side of art yet.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm aware I have not. But just listening to this, I was
'Cause
like,
when you-
holy shit.
When you see it, when you really see it and feel it, you'll know. You'll know exactly what happens, you know?
I think I've definitely, I wouldn't say I've gone manic, but I've definitely had songs piss me off. Like, it doesn't happen for rap for me as much because I've grown up around it, so I'm used to it. And
It's not even. It doesn't even matter the genre. Literally any fucking genre.
Yeah,
can
like
be
listen
fake and
listen to
synthetic.
every other like,
like-
pop song. Like that's just like it's just like
It-
they would
it's
love
like-
to create like fake relationships just to like create a song. Or like, oh, I'm so heartbroken. They're like cash. Like in their real life, they're like, yes, money. And in the song, they're
Yeah,
like,
fuck,
I'm
fucking
so
Olivia
depressed.
Rodrigo. Let's take Olivia Rodrigo, for example. Bro wrote a whole album over one breakup. Like, I understand that, like, one breakup can be really bad, but you gotta add in a lot of extra missing details.
That is a
to make
good
whole album.
example because that dude actually had like not a breakdown, but he was so like bad about it. That one because he got so much fucking hate. That song was the most popular
Yeah.
song for like I don't know like 3 weeks straight. It was just
Excuse
like
me.
everyone was listening to it. I was like, what is going on in here? And then I just read
Yeah,
some shit about
that's
it.
why,
and
like,
it was like so
my
depressing.
mom really likes Olivia Rodrigo, and every time she plays her, like, around me, I get so angry. I'm like, dude, I don't know. This isn't my music. Like, stop.
Yeah,
It's not
but like
fun.
she's the good example of fake because like she just until she's being uncovered, she doesn't care about stealing shit or like because she just took inspiration from other songs, which I mean 90% of creators do, and then she was like, oh yeah, we collaborated with them on that, like, and the song was like I don't know 20, 30 years old, and then she would like steal someone's like art cover on an album or something, and she would be like, oh yeah, I took inspiration on that after she was like hell yeah, you stole it, and she was like, but yeah, I took inspiration. Like people love her and I get it, but she's evil. Like sorry, she's
I don't know about
evil.
that. She's a bit corrupt. Everyone's a bit corrupt. I don't know about straight up evil. Like, she hasn't done any like
Yeah,
big,
I mean-
like felonies. I don't think. Maybe a bit of
Nah,
copyright violation.
they're
but
fucking
who
evil to
hasn't?
me, bro.
Bro, I don't know. I feel like I think
They're
with
not
music,
evil as in they're bad people. They're just evil as in the shit they make is fucking evil.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
it's like a sin. It's a
Honestly,
violation
yeah,
of
it
music.
is. Not even a it's just a violation of like reality. You feel me? Like even in Kendrick Lamar's songs, he says like doing that shit's the equivalent of just selling your soul, and I mean that's pretty accurate, you know, because like I'm gonna be real, like I'll say like 90, not even 90%. I don't know the fucking statistics. Obviously, this is just a guess, but I think a majority of music is fake. Like now, at least nowadays, a majority
For sure.
of music is fucking.
Because how
It's
are
fucking
people
fake.
gonna write such interesting songs when we've basically been inside of our houses for the past 2.5 years?
No,
No,
that
it's
don't
not.
fucking matter,
Yeah,
bro.
it's not
That
about
literally don't
Corona.
matter.
It's like look at the past like
It's not even
100
about anything.
years, whatever, million years, and you'll see that like the music is just fake. It's always been like that.
It's just money. That's literally what it comes down to is quote unquote like clout. Like I said, you want to make clout, you want money, you just rap about, or not rap. I can always say rap, but I feel like rap does it the most. You just make music about making money. It's
Fake it
really
till you
that
make it.
simple. You can exploit it. Yeah. Fake it till you make it's honestly dead ass with the art. And it's
think-
fucking disgusting, bro. Cause
I think that's why like there's certain bands in history that have just like there's a reason they got so massively popular because they're actually real. Like I don't know if you'll agree, but I think like let's take the Beatles for example.
No, you're 100. See that? Okay, you brought up something good here that I was gonna talk about. That's a good point because there's a reason. I'm just gonna call them teeny boppers. All right, fake music.
That
they're
is the
teeny
most
boppers.
ordered thing. Like
love
calling
that word.
someone teeny
But
bopper.
there's a reason though that nobody remembers them. There's a reason they don't last. It's not because people forget. It's not chance. It's not luck. It's not probability. There's a reason though. Like there's a reason nobody listens to Kesha anymore, or like Katy Perry or some shit,
I don't know.
or fucking Ja Rule. You know what I mean?
Who?
I don't actually know who that
Exactly.
is.
There's
Ja Rule?
bro,
I've
Ja
never-
Rule was probably like fucking like he was
I've
like the
never heard of Ja
Kanye
Rule.
of like a decade or two ago. You know what I mean?
I've
Like and Katy
never-
Perry and like I'm gonna be real. I don't think Billie Eilish and Playboy Cardi will be remembered in like a decade.
I hope not.
Yeah, they
I mean-
probably won't.
Billie Eilish is good, but like not amazing. Like there's nothing.
They're not gonna be
revolutionary.
remembered, bro.
And
Billie
Cardi,
Eilish, Cardi.
oh my god, that's like the definition. Okay, some of Cardi's music.
Comethazine too, bro.
Some of Cardi's music is okay, but like it's purely about the like rhythm and vibe. Like I think if I could like sum up every time I've listened to Cardi, it's probably just because I want to like feel like a fucking idiot and just like like bop my head until I like hit something and like get knocked out. Like I just want to be a fucking idiot when I listen to that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to listen to his music to feel something, bro. Like, and if anybody can tell me with a straight face that they've like cried over a Cardi song, you're full of shit. Like,
What is there crying over?
like suck on my dick, la, 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 la. Like bro hasn't. Okay, I'm not. I'm a bit biased, but like I
would
if he
understand
speaks,
if you said crying over
auto-tuned
Billie,
mouse.
but like crying over
Yeah,
Cardi, it's like what the fuck?
bro,
Nah,
when he
that's some
said when
tricky
he
shit,
when he
bruh.
said when he said cash on me, that hits so different. When he said cash on me 10 times in a row, oh my goodness gracious, this guy is a lyrical master.
Nah, they won't
Like,
be
bro.
remembered, bro.
I hope not.
I feel like
Damn.
majority of artists today are not gonna be remembered in a decade.
I think
Like
there's
Yeah.
a few, like probably.
like
I think Coldplay maybe. Coldplay has.
nah, I
like,
don't even think Coldplay.
Coldplay has kind of like turned into a fake, but his old stuff or their old stuff is
The
like,
only one I can think of like right now that for sure I think will be is like Eminem, and that's
Eminem.
it. Really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
If he gave me like a couple minutes, I could think of more. But
I'd
that's
say
the one off the top of my head. You know.
I'd say basically anyone who we still remember from like 2010. and,
Yeah, exactly.
2008,
Because,
like Bruno,
like-
old Bruno, and
Yeah.
fucking Eminem. What's his name? Maroon 5, kind of. Maroon 5 has always been a
Kind
bit
of,
fake, but
yeah.
that's kind of his brand, so it's not like trying to be something. And who else is there?
But like
There's a reason though, you know. It's fucking trippy because like bro, people still listen to Tupac. He died like fucking 2 decades ago, bro.
Yeah.
You know, same with even
Michael
like
Jackson.
fucking even with B.I.G., bro. He died like 2 decades ago. People still listen to him. Michael Jackson,
yeah, that's
Beatles,
what I was
Pink
brought-
Floyd,
Yeah, the Beatles.
Queen.
Queen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I honestly
damn. Let's go.
like that's what I was gonna say. Like I think there's only like 2 actual people that will be remembered like forever because they've already been, and that's Queen and Michael Jackson. Like those 2
even fucking
specifically
Bach, dude.
are just like the most popular until like this time, and it's been like fucking ages for both of them.
Yeah, but there's a reason they lasted so long, and I think I think the people that last the longest in music are the people that make the real shit. You know what I mean? Like they're making real music, not some synthetic pseudo art.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, Bach and Mozart, those are like fucking like what, 2 centuries ago, 3 centuries ago. I've listened. Everyone knows Mozart, you know. I've listened to Bach while tripping. That shit was crazy.
I bet.
But I know if like I liked it, you know. I liked it. I'm not gonna. I don't promote any like fucking substance use. But I liked Bach while tripping. But I know Sicko Mode would be pure horror. That would be a fucking nightmare.
Actually, thinking about it, yeah, I agree with that.
Because Sicko Mode is fake, and you hear it like it just feels and it sounds just completely artificial. You know, it's like music made in a lab. It's the best way to put it.
Oh
And I
yeah,
feel like the same thing applies to film. You know what I mean? Like you know, fucking was it Wes Anderson that made Mr. Fantastic Fox? Have y'all seen that movie?
Dude, that movie is crazy.
I hate that fucking movie. More
Dude,
than
I hated
anything.
it too, but it was so bad that it was good.
No,
was like-
dude, I watched that movie stoned on an edible.
Oh,
that was
dude,
the
yeah, dude,
worst
you were-
movie I'd
I bet
ever
you-
seen in my
You
whole
were
life.
fucked. Yeah, because
It was
that movie
so
is meant.
disgusting.
That movie is meant to be like a fever dream type of feel.
Dude, that movie. All right, who made it? Was it Wes
Fucking
Anderson?
scary. I don't know.
Wes
I was a bit
Anderson,
scared
if you're watching
it,
this, fuck you, bro. You're like Travis Scott of film. No, deadass. That movie was like the equivalent of Sicko Mode in film. It like I could
wasn't that
imagine.
bad.
No,
wasn't
for
that
me,
bad. It was-
I for me, because I've opened my fucking like my conscious art side and gone manic. I see it. I notice that shit, dude. It felt like the same vibe I got off that movie. I would imagine is the same shit you'd get off of listening to Sicko Mode tripping. It was just
Maybe.
disgustingly bad. Like it was so bad it hurt. You know what I mean? It's not
I
like
don't know.
scary. Like, it doesn't look scary. It's just so bad it
Unsettling.
hurts.
For me, when I watched it, I was like mildly uncomfortable and like it was a bit like creepy. I wouldn't say scary, just like something felt off about it, you know?
Yeah, because like all my homies were laughing during the movie. They thought it was so good. They thought it was
There
awesome.
there were some really good comedic parts of it. I like.
Dude, that's what I hated the most. Is I didn't laugh one single time
Seriously?
watching the movie. Not once. I was
Jesus.
fake laughing the whole time to fit in. But like
Damn.
I'm just in my head. I'm like manic over this shit. I'm like, dude, this movie is so disgusting. I need to, and I couldn't even finish it. I left early because it was that
Damn.
Holy.
bad. But that's what I noticed, is that movie was fake as fuck. You know, like if I was sober, I probably would have been able to finish it. But even sober
Yeah.
me, I know I still would have hated it because of how artificial it felt. You know,
Yeah.
and that goes for all like forms of art, music, film, like everything. Like, you know, Kill Bill, right? You've seen the movie Kill
Yeah.
Bill before, right?
Obviously.
Sounds familiar, but I don't. No.
It's like the one with
Andy,
the
you know, Kill Bill's kind of graphic. It's kind of like disturbing. It's a little creepy and unsettling. You know what I mean?
yes. I honestly
Like I watched Kill.
it's like
Oh, fuck,
it's like
sorry.
nominated or like not nominated. It's like known for being
Mm-hmm.
a good movie, but I actually don't like that shit. Like I don't enjoy
Really?
it.
I can understand it. But it was weird for me because like I watched Kill Bill tripping. And you would think Kill Bill would be a bad idea because it's like kind of, it's just intense, you know? It feels, it's like on edge all the time. But I fucking loved it because it felt real, you know what I mean? Kill Bill felt like a genuine real movie. Like it was, like obviously it's fantasy, you know, it's fiction. It doesn't have like, you know, it doesn't follow the fundamental laws of our reality. But it felt so good to watch it just because it was genuine. Like you could tell it had fucking character. Fantastic Mr. Fox. Oh god, I almost threw up because of how disgusting it was. Like I didn't almost throw up. It felt like I was going to, but it just physically hurt, dude. Like I fucking hate that type of art form.
And I mean,
That's why
yeah,
that's why I
especially-
don't milk it, you know? I don't make fucking million edits and shit.
I mean, I think
Oh,
especially
man.
like what's it called? I think the stop motion, like that, like whole art style is very, very like weird.
Yeah.
It needs to be
strange.
done very well. Like there
And
are some
the-
things I can think of that could be good in that style,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mhm.
usually
the
it's
plot.
just
I think the
creepy.
plot
I think it's the plot. I think it's the
trying
whole
to convey
plot
that
and
much
character.
emotion with like
It
creepy
just feels
puppets is kinda
fake,
weird.
dude. Like I don't think the puppets add on. I think it obviously don't make it more like worse and fake. Like it's an art style, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's still just complete bullshit. Like there's really like no character in it, you know. And I know there's probably a Uni fan watching, like, dude, Out of Order, man, that's my favorite movie.
A lot of it's a
Travis
really
Scott's my
popular
favorite
movie.
movie, bro.
Travis Scott.
Or Travis Scott's my favorite artist. You know what I mean?
I don't
Well,
know.
like-
I think I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of. It's like. I think it's all about the intention. Like, I think, for example, like, if I could take people I know, like me, Barracks, and probably Three Rick. I don't think you know Three Rick, but we all.
No, I don't think so.
We all listen to Travis and like Don Toliver and all those guys, and it's like, we're not. I don't think we're trying to listen to it for the fact that it's like an art form or that it's.
You're just listening to it just to vibe.
Yeah,
You're just,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
even dance
yeah,
or
like,
some
it's
shit.
just for fun.
See, I
It's not
can't
like-
be like that. I'm not like that. I can't listen to
It's-
shit to vibe or dance. Sometimes.
So,
But
so
most of the
music
time-
to you is like personal. I think.
That's because you're not
Oh,
a
yeah, it's
Darby
very-
order.
Music to me is like, or just art in general to me is like an actual craft. Like it's its own fucking headspace. Like I said, it's magic. It's literally fucking magic. That's what my friends said too. Because I had, like I said, that guy I was friends with, but not anymore. He would fucking like just trip balls on different substances, studying music, like full on just hours a day study, and it fucking like it hurt him. Obviously, it wasn't good, but he didn't do it because he enjoyed it. He did it because he knew he had to, you know.
Yeah.
And like, let's see, I could never put myself through that mental shit. Like, I don't even know if you can tell in my voice, but even in my voice right now, I have like anxiety.
Yeah, I can hear
like-
a bit of.
Like, I don't really
shakiness.
sound. I'm not obviously I'm not like fucking panicky, but you can
Yeah.
tell I don't sound like
Uneasy.
really. I sound uneasy, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
I sound a little nervous talking about it because, like, to me, it's really fucky. It's trippy, dude. Like, and I only got like this after doing like listening to it on substances. But then again, I don't promote it, and I don't think you should. You know, Most people
Yeah.
don't need it, but I feel like the really good artists will do that shit on purpose. Like Jimi Hendrix, he would like play shows while tripping. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and that's just because they know it's a craft. You know, they've mastered it,
Yeah.
or not mastered it, but you get what I mean. They understand it. They get what it is. You know.
I have a question. Do you think it is possible to learn the craft without being on something?
Drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I think a lot of people can do it without. But I do feel like the best artists, like the people that are fucking geniuses with that shit, 100% they take drugs. Like, I feel like, specifically like psychedelics, like shrooms and LSD.
Oh yeah,
I feel like people
that was the
do
Beatles'
them,
whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we all live in a
exactly.
yellow submarine. What the fuck is that about?
Yeah.
But if you think about how they wrote it, it's like.
No. They 100% were tripping. Like
Yeah. It's literally about getting high.
I
So,
feel like psychedelics are like the drug for artists. You know what I mean?
sure,
If you're an
yeah.
artist, they'll take it. That's what they do. You know, I've done both. I've done LSD and shrooms.
Yeah,
And
it's
like
the
the
creative
first
side of
time I
your
ever
brain.
tried a psychedelic was when I fucking like I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of PTSD'd over it. Like it fucking traumatized me. I still like flashback to it to this day. You know, I'm like, you know, I'm not like full on like anxious, depressed, like militarized PTSD, but I genuinely do have like some trauma from it. And that's just and it's not even like I didn't even like it just scared me because of how fucking crazy it was, you know? Like how fucking and it wasn't even the drug itself, it's the music. It's like what you see the world as, because like I said earlier, it's like normal sober life, like us right now, we're listening in 8-bit quality. But the brain can go higher than that. It can go like fucking 48 bytes. It could go more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just imagine that, you know, imagine like superhuman, like elephant hearing. Like when I was tripping, I was outside and I could hear like a fucking ant's individual footsteps from like fucking like a couple meters away. Like, you know what I mean? It was far as fuck. And I could hear every footstep. So imagine that superhuman hearing on music. You get what I mean?
I see. Yeah. So you hear less. I think it's.
Like, if you don't hear shit louder, you just hear shit
Yeah.
in more detail. Like, I strummed
I'd
a
say-
guitar string once while tripping, and it was fucking crazy sounding. And it's a
Yeah.
fucking guitar string, you know? You hear those every day.
It's not hearing louder. It's hearing everything that you're missing.
It's hearing everything the way it really is.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't bullshit, you know? You can't lie to yourself on that.
There's no. It's like turning the filter off.
It's the honest truth. Yeah, it's exactly. It's turning
Yeah.
the filter off. It's the honest truth. And the honest truth of shit like sicko mode is fucking disturbing. Like I said, I've never listened to it tripping, but just from what my friend has told me, it's fucking weird, bro. It's fucking crazy, you know?
Yeah, and I think
Like-
that song is made to convey like a lot of like weird emotions. Like there's 3 sections, and multiple aspects of it are, if not like I wouldn't say demonic, but very
Nah, yeah, I know what you
very
mean.
like evil sounding. I don't know, like the pitch down to win the retreat. We all went to
Everything about it, yeah. Everything.
It's
The
all-
whole thing.
It's
Everything.
almost like a subtle cry for help. I think.
It's like 100% fake.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing real in it. And that's why it does so well. Like I said, it's music made in a lab, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and when you
There's a
and when
reason it has
you-
20 writers for complete gibberish.
when you embrace an intention as well, there's a reason it'll be popular. Like, I think a lot of things, like as long as you can express yourself as long as you're trying to be what you are. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think Travis, Drake, all the guys who wrote Sicko Mode were like intentionally.
No, they
being,
were,
like,
dude.
They were like, oh yeah, dude, this is so real. This is gonna like make people
that,
cry.
yeah.
They
I
were
think
like, dude,
they
we're gonna-
intentionally knew they were making
We're gonna
fake
make
shit.
this
They
so
did it on
fucking
purpose.
fake, and people are gonna eat
Exactly,
this shit
yeah.
up because it's
They
different.
know. 100%. You just nailed it right there. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, like, see, like right now, just thinking about it is like hurting me because, like, you know, I've seen some. Let's just put it like I've seen some shit about this world that I wish I didn't know about. You know,
Oh, for
and like
sure,
I
yeah.
know I sound like a tweaker. I sound like a
No,
tinfoil
no.
hatter. You know, I sound like Werder's just geeking. I said that earlier, but you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I've seen some shit in art that I'll never forget, and like that's just stuck with me. You know, I don't know if I wish I knew, but I do know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have
And a lot of
question for
people
you.
don't know this shit about me. They just think, oh, he's a fucking funny comedy editor.
He's the
Nah,
editor
dude, I've
tutorial
tripped
guy.
out. I've tripped out over art.
Yeah.
I know people that have too. You know, I feel like the only people that really get me and understand are the actual artists. You know,
Mhm.
like you look for answers, you know, and you really can't find any besides the actual music that's made by real artists, you know, like Kendrick Lamar and like Tupac and shit.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of Kendrick Lamar, like one of his albums, like it completely, he sings and like talks about everything I'm talking about, but like in a more profound like way, you know.
Yeah. What would you? I have a question. Do you know Lana Del Rey?
Yeah, I think.
How do you
I don't.
feel
I
about
don't
her
know any
music?
of their songs.
Okay.
Hold
'Cause
on.
I mean,
when
I'm
listen
just
to it-
assume they're
Not
fake.
even Summertime
When
Sadness. That one was like the 2000.
Nah,
I don't know. 10
I don't know.
hit or something.
When I listened to Lana Del Rey, I think I actually almost went like what you were describing, like went manic over it, like in an angry way. Like,
Oh, you'll know, dude. You'll know
It's-
when you start going mad.
yeah,
over
I
it.
just got like so, just something about it just kind of like grated against my soul.
It feels uneasy. It feels
Yeah,
like disturbing.
it's
That's the
wrong.
best way. But it's
'Cause-
not like a disturbing, like, oh, I feel like I'm in danger. It's just disturbing, like, wow, this world is really fucked up because of
Yeah.
what people are making.
And it was like from what I heard, it was like, I think I was super tired when I listened to it, but when I heard it, it was like mixing, what's the band? They did the Beach House song, or the Space song, Beach House, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that mixed with like, fucking, what's his name? John Williams, like cinematic. It's like cinematic, like trip music, and it just something about it was so wrong. Because it's like, I don't know. I have a lot of opinions about music. I think like a lot of people do. But like, some things just don't sit with me correctly.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I know what you mean. So I can tell, though. Because
Yeah.
I think it's mainly with talking to one of my friends, that guy that tripped out. Because like, he was one of my best friends. You know, we'd sit in calls for hours every day talking about music and art theory. And I don't even mean that jokingly, you know. People think... I feel like people would think I'm just disingenuous, but nah, we really would sit for hours a day talking about this shit, this art theory shit. Because it's fucking wild. And majority will never even get to see that side of it. You know, like, yeah, they'll enjoy it, they'll listen to it, whatever. But like, when you really start to, like, when you become more aware, you'll know. I wouldn't say some cheesy shit. I'm not gonna say some cheesy shit like, "Oh, you're opening your third eye," but there is like a, it's almost like a third
I'd
eye for music. You know what I mean?
I'd say it's it's like adding another layer to your eyes. I wouldn't say it's a completely new eye. It's just changing your perception of reality as it is, maybe.
Yeah. You really your perception of it completely fucking shifts. And it's something as simple as music. Most people don't think twice about it, you know?
All right.
And it's fucking crazy.
I think I'm gonna be the first one to break the talk, but I have to go
What's
to
up?
the toilet.
Okay.
Damn.
Order and I can continue for a bit. if
Yeah,
you
of
want.
course.
continue.
Or should we wait?
Like,
Okay.
I love listening to this, but
Mm-hmm.
from my personal experience, I have nothing to add to it because I have I'm not even close to opening my third eye. Like, I can see when the stuff is fake. Obviously, I can see like that something is really genius. You just feel it, even if you're not like super like, let's say super like understanding. Yeah. Of that stuff, but you just can't feel that. And with that knowledge, I just can't add much to this talk right now. Also, I love how we shifted
That's
from
cool.
editing to shitting on
Just
music
art theory.
artists.
Well, okay, let's be fair. What's if you think about it, what's the biggest part of editing? What is the key factor to an edit?
I don't really think
The
it's the
song
edit
choice.
itself,
The
like
song
editing.
choice.
Oh, song
Like-
choice. Actually, yeah, I didn't even think of that.
It's
Fucking
such.
stupid.
All right,
It's like
I'm going for
it's
2
it's
minutes.
literally okay. I'd say song choice is literally because it's what you base the entire edit
Yeah.
or most
The
of the
whole
edit
vibe.
off of. It's your edit of the song is your perception of the song, and you're putting that into like video.
Yeah.
And what I really hate is that I have multiple moments like every day where I'll listen to a song and I get like, I think I've like, I blink and I see like certain things and and they're so clear in my head, but
Yeah.
it still hasn't clicked to me to a point where I can get those out. Because I think the ideas are there, just the execution isn't. And sometimes I'll get close to it, but I'll like ask for ops and people tell me it's bad, or I'll second guess myself because it's not in the way I imagined it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, would you say there was like a big editing point that like something clicked and you just were able to kind of like the barrier between your mind and the software just kind of disappeared?
It starts to see, like right now I'm making Yo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh my god, my PC just fucking like shut off.
I heard that. It was like
holy shit. Am I normal?
Jeez.
Like, do I sound alright?
Yeah, you're good.
What the fuck happened, dude? My whole all my monitors just
Probably
shut
a
off.
big power flicker.
I hope my OBS is still recording.
Woohoo!
Yeah, you're good.
So,
Oh fuck.
All right, welcome back.
Damn, that was the fastest piss ever.
well,
Dude, what the fuck? You still hear me though, right?
Yeah.
All my monitor. Oh, thanks shit. My OBS is still recording. Or not OBS. my Vegas is still. My.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
it's
use
still
Vegas
recording.
too? Hell yeah.
Yeah. My whole fucking Windows shit just dicked up. But anyway, what you were saying, like I'm editing a fucking hyperpop edit right now. Obviously, hyperpop is nowhere near genuine. I know I haven't started that route yet. You know, like I'm experimenting and testing the waters with different art forms. Like I know, like after this hyperpop edit, I'm gonna continue working on this one other edit, and like I know a lot of people, they just open their program, record some clips, slap it together. A lot of my edits I've been planning for fucking months. You know, like I have an edit planned. Like I've been planning this one edit in my head for years now, and I haven't even started it yet.
That's what I always tell people. They tell me they're like, dude, extra. I got this crazy idea today, and they tell me all about it, and I'm like, okay. I'm gonna say something weird, but do not start it today. Mm-hmm. Like, do not, because I think the reason so many editors don't improve is because they don't wait.
Yeah.
It's the whole instant gratification thing that our generation is fucked with. It's like, if you think about it, every time have you ever had like you had a math test like a month ago, and there was one problem you got wrong that completely confused you. And then one day you were in the shower and it just clicked.
Hell yeah.
Nah.
And you were like,
maybe not a math
you've never had that happen?
Nah, I never
but
had
like,
that.
Or just
Other
some sort
stuff.
of like something that you didn't understand. And a
sometimes,
fair amount of time later,
yeah,
you were just chilling, and then it's like something snapped and you understood it. That can happen. That's how ideas work. That's why I tell people when they have crazy ideas to not start them immediately. Like I'd say definitely write it down so that you don't forget it. But our subconscious is crazy powerful.
Hell yeah.
And like you have to let it process. And I talk about it like fermenting like a wine.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know. It's weird, but I hope people understand.
The instant gratification. You gotta like really process
but that's like,
shit, you know?
That's like true, because like even the other stuff, like you maybe don't think about it, but the things that you can understand, like your brain is just trying to figure it out. And it's always like that. Like I have it every single day. Like I have some problem, which is normal. Like every single day, there's just something little that doesn't fit, and then I just go. I don't know. Usually it happens for some reason on the toilet or in the shower. That was a good example. But usually it's like on the side. I'm just like sitting, and I'm like, like holy shit! Wait, I got it. Like
it's because so in my what class was it? I think it was actually my English class. We read a study about that type of stuff, and it's because when you're on the toilet or you're in the shower, you have stimulation, but you're not actively taking in food for thought, you know, unless you're on your phone in the shower, which is fucking weird.
See, I hate showering and I hate using the bathroom because every time I'm just lost in my fucking head.
Exactly, yeah, because you don't have anything else to like.
And my head is always fucking weird. Like I'm not fucking like. You know, I'm not fucking psychotic. I'm not thinking like delusional shit. But I'm just anxious. I'm just like
brain.
Like I'm not even. I wouldn't even define myself as a manic person. But I think this whole art shit has really fucked with me the past like year or two. You know, because like I said, you can just hear it in my voice. I'm kind of like I don't really. I'm not comfortable with this shit because it's fucking weird, bro. I keep going back to the same shit, but it's just fucking hard to explain because
it's good that it's such an interesting topic.
Because like, dude,
we can discuss
nobody will get this shit. All right, I'm gonna be real. Like, I love you guys, all right, but I don't think I can just tell y'all don't understand most because like
I
even
can, like,
Twitter.
I'd say
If I
for me,
post
I
on
can-
Twitter like, oh, dude, y'all ever just go manic on art, or I'll be like, or if I say something about like manic art, you know, they'll think, oh, this dude's a fucking tweaker. He's fucking crazy, you know. And I know a majority of people, maybe not a majority, but I know there's some people watching this that feel that way. But me, I know I've met other people that are the same as me. You know, I've met people who really trip out over something like fucking art. You know, it's fucking art, dude. Like we do that since we're like fucking like born. You know, we listen to it since we're born. We're all that bullshit. You know, it's fucking cause fuck. I thought of something I was gonna say, but I forgot. Like to most people, it's a hobby. I feel like. To most people, it's a hobby, but to other people, it's something much fucking bigger.
It's like, oh my god, my dog. Sorry, but it's like, would you describe it as something you do versus something you do to express yourself as you are?
Not even
like,
express. It's just like fucking magic.
put
dude.
yourself into it.
Yeah, it's like magic.
Yeah.
You like my friend was telling me, like the guy that really studied music. He was like, dude, if I really wanted to, I could make music that'll get people to somehow kill himself, you know? Like, it's fucking magic. You really manipulate mind. It's like even Kendrick Lamar will say it in his songs, bruh. You know, they call it hip-hop, I call it hypnotize. You get what I mean? And that's really what it is. That's really what
it does make
is.
sense, because if we think about it, like, one of the few things that's been around for almost the entirety of human history is music/art. Like,
yeah.
We have I don't think we've ever had a period where people stopped like singing. I'm sure there were points where it went down, but it's always it's like, I'd say it's like the secondary human language, you know?
Oh, it is
Kinda
its
like
own
how
language,
we have our own like organism expressions. Like in all cultures, smiling, while it may be rude in some cultures, it still means the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm happy to be here, or I'm doing this and such.
To
and
me,
then for music,
it's like a
it's like
language
the
that never
tones.
lies, dude.
Yeah.
It's an honest language. Like, you really can't lie or bullshit in that language. In music. Music is its fucking language. It's fucking magic, dude. Like, because, like, I feel like I'm gonna be real, like 2 years ago, I was a fucking teeny bopper. I was listening to, like, Nav and shit. Or, like, fucking, even Logic. Logic's pretty synthetic, you know?
yeah.
Or like, I don't even want to say it on the podcast because of how cringe it is. But I would even listen to like Lil Xan and shit, you know. Nowadays, I can't, bro. Like my music taste now is a lot more like, I don't know. I like Tool, I like Tupac, I like Kendrick Lamar. You know, old Eminem like Slim Shady's pretty good.
What about Tyler the Creator?
I listen to Tyler the Creator sometimes.
I think I like his stuff, but I'm not.
I haven't
super
heard a
into it.
lot though. I only heard a few stuff.
But like, I'd say I think my favorite is Manifesto, but that's like one out of like 5 songs I've heard. So
Yeah.
But I think it's just the barrier between making music about what's happening in the real world versus making music about what you want to happen.
To me, it's making music what's happening in the real world, and then making music for the subconscious, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a reason. Like, if we. Back to the Beatles, I think. Like, Sergeant Pepper. Like, what the fuck is that, you know? But, like, because they understood the human, like, perception, it still did really well. And the best songs, like. I was watching this movie with my parents the other day. It was it's called Yesterday. Do you know it?
No, I don't think
it's
so.
It's about the Beatles, and basically there's like a massive like power outage or something, and everybody forgets all of the big like history events.
Yeah.
So nobody remembers who the Beatles are, and one guy remembers, and he happens to be a musician. So he remembers the songs and then plays them, and then gets a bunch of fame. And the key to his success is because Ed Sheeran actually like finds him, and then they have a songwriting competition. They have 10 minutes to write a song, and Ed Sheeran writes a pretty song, but it's very like normal. And then the main character, like I don't remember which Beatles song it was, but it's just one of the most like heartfelt, like amazing songs that the Beatles have wrote. And like at core, it's the same composition and the same like basic concepts, but it's just the meaning behind it is so much more different.
Yeah, dude. But that's fucking.
That actually sounds like an interesting movie.
It's
You
a
say
really good movie.
Yesterday? It was called?
Yeah, Yesterday.
Okay, I might check it out.
Yeah, and the editing is really impressive too. Like,
Mhm.
I wouldn't. It's not like crazy, but there's a lot of interesting stuff. Oh, I just remembered. Order. Have you seen what's it called? Welcome to Earth by National Geographic. It's on Disney.
Nah,
Plus.
I haven't. Nah.
Okay, well, your whole thing about like the fake and the real stuff, you would fucking love it because they take fucking Will Smith
Will Smith.
around the globe to see like crazy nature shit and like, understand how the world works. So they essentially take the fakest person or the person living one of the fakest lives because he's a movie star and show him the realest shit, and it's so beautiful.
That sounds
and they
sick.
have a huge budget because it's Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So they have like 2,000 FPS cameras and shit, and like it's all recorded in 4K. Like it's a crazy show.
Yeah.
And anyone watching, you guys should watch it too because it is fucking inspiring.
See, I never like studied fucking that type of fake shit, like fake people. I mean, kind of, but you know what I mean.
we're all
But that
there's a
sounds
difference between
interesting.
being a
I'm more
fake-
of an artist, you know.
There's a difference between being a fake person and living a fake life. For sure, I think.
What's the difference
Damn.
though? When you're a fake person, you just lie to yourself, and when you're a fake
Yeah.
life, you just lie to everyone else.
I think when
I think
you're
a fake life is making more fake shit, you know, like making fake music, and then being
Yeah,
a fake
fake life
person is
is
just
like-
being fucking delusional, lying to yourself.
the fake life is like the outer is fake.
Yeah.
Like Will Smith is still a good guy, but he lives a very like synthetic.
Okay, yeah.
and
So
artificial
it basically fits my explanation.
But
like, one, you lie to
being a
yourself,
fake person
and then...
would be like a bad person. You know? Yeah. Lying to yourself versus.
Because you're basically trying to be like
Yeah.
someone else because you lie to yourself, and then you're like
Yeah.
pretending to be something that you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And living a fake life is just living in a fake environment versus being the fake environment. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Jesus.
Damn, I'm glad I got all that shit out though. I've been wanting to tell
Yeah, dude.
people because I
Like-
tried talking about this on another podcast, but I didn't go into detail. You know, this is like
And
the
they
first
probably
time I
won't.
really talked about it to like the general audience, and most of this stuff I'm telling you was like just in one-on-one Discord calls with some people, you know,
That's fair.
because like. Yeah, dude. I mean, I still have anxiety. Like I gotta let this simmer. You know what I mean? Like I know it's not gonna hurt to talk about it, you know. But genuinely, just thinking about it is scary to me, you know.
Yeah.
Because like I've
And I
been
mean-
traumatized over that shit. I really have. I've listened to music tripping, and it scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Discussing it with us is just another way of processing it. It's-
Yeah, I think I processed it too much though.
I understand that. Yeah.
I'm kind of glad we
But-
had this talk. Because, like,
Yeah,
before,
dude.
even me, like you said, most of people see you as a teeny bopper. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he's a he's a cool person. He's pretty chill. But like, I usually thought about it, like, yeah, he's just a normal like teen. I don't know, smoking some weed,
I
like
feel
doing
ya.
something like
Exactly.
crazy stuff. And now it's like,
Uh-huh.
holy
My-
shit! I have not said. If I look at my
Dude.
wave in the Vegas, I have not said much this podcast just because I was like so shocked. Like I was like, I did not expect you to be like. I was like, yeah, he's gonna talk about some fun stuff, some fun experience. He's like, oh, the
Nah,
reality of
I
art. I'm
figured
like,
too.
holy shit! Like, what the fuck am I supposed to
figured.
say?
I knew you guys were gonna do that. I knew y'all would be like
Nah.
asking simple questions like, "Hey, what do you? When did you make your channel? Oh, do you prefer Fortnite editing? You like
Yeah, but,
Vegas
like-
or Premiere?"
Yeah, but like,
I don't know.
see,
I,
like,
I was
I
expecting
was-
specific general
I
questions.
had some deeper questions. But
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I was
Yeah.
expecting general questions that the majority of the people watching would be able to like easily understand and process. You know, like you ask out of like podcast with out of order. Let's ask him
Well,
what he thinks of
there's a
Valorant
difference
editors.
there's a difference between an interview and a podcast.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I wanted to take it in another direction because I knew this is something not a lot of people heard of, and I feel like it needs to be
Of course.
said.
yeah.
It's super
I
interesting.
love
You
that
know?
you got
So,
there
like-
because honestly, like with most of podcasts, this is how it works. Like you ask a question and then you get deeper into the theme. Like because at the beginning there's not really too much startup. Like imagine starting a podcast and you're like, so what do you think about? And now you're going for like a whole like super specific thing
on synthetic art, like,
like what do you think about synthetic art? Like the first question you ask.
You know what I mean?
Like you usually have to start with the simple stuff to get into the like deeper layers of something. And I said this in the beginning, like we're gonna just ask, some like basic stuff, and now I'm expecting to get somewhere. But I mostly expected to get into like editing, like the details of like maybe the process of making edits, maybe like your thoughts and stuff. Like how do you think about this all? How do you think about maybe even art? But this got so deep. I was like, holy shit, this is my brain did not catch on that.
Dude, because I know I've seen so many podcasts and I've talked to so many people. They're fucking dumb, bro. All right.
I wouldn't say they're dumb. They're just simple.
That's a better way. I mean, I just consider it dumb. That's just me being biased and probably an asshole.
When you're filled with complexity and you see simplicity, it's kind of like
exactly, dude. Damn, we hit the hour mark, dude.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I think it's probably not gonna be an hour when you cut the intro out, but
it's fine.
Yeah,
that's pretty much all I needed to say, though. Oh, what's up?
Yeah, what you were saying about like the like what you thought we were gonna ask you and stuff.
Yeah.
I would say what's the word? My impression of you was a lot actually different from Anddie. Like when I met you, I was like, oh, it's the Out of Order. Like, wow, I watched this guy's tutorials.
The tutorial content, man.
But then like I think after one conversation with you, I think it was because you were high. I don't know.
What?
We played CS:GO together, and I was like, this guy's a lot different from what he seems.
Nah,
like I could tell there was another level.
Yeah.
There was definitely like something more. I was like, there's no way this dude's just a happy, upbeat guy.
Oh fuck no, dude! I hate making
happy, upbeat.
I'm not putting on a show or putting on an act. I mean, I kind of am, but like you know what I mean? Fuck.
Would you say you wish you were recognized for something different?
Kind of. I mean, I want to be able to live off this shit,
or is this what you expected to happen?
No, I want to make an income off this art shit and be able to live off it, but I'm not trying to be fake, all right? You're not going to catch me making fake shit like that. Like $1 million.
What would you say the boundaries between fake art? Because I know a lot of people who will simply like not use the right tags or write their descriptions in the right ways.
Oh, that don't matter. I mean like the actual content,
good. Okay, good. Because I've had people call me fake for like writing like stupid fucking descriptions.
Nah. See, I don't give a shit.
Why you calling me fake when I'm the one getting more views, bro?
This is gonna sound really stupid, but I just want to make edits people could watch while tripping. Obviously, I don't promote shit.
No, yeah.
I don't promote shit, but I'm not trying to make something where you'll watch my edit and you'll have like a sicko mode reaction. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I want to make something that'll provide a real headspace, something genuine. So
you want it to cause like emotions.
Not emotion. I just want it to be genuine. You know.
Yeah.
No pseudo art. No pseudo.
Yeah. I'd say for my like editing, I wouldn't say I want to make edits that people can like trip out over, but I definitely want to make people like satisfied. I don't know what the word is. Like I want them to be happy and satisfied. Like like take a deep breath after and be like, "Whoa, that was sick."
See, I've watched a ton of edits. I don't trip no more. I haven't done psychedelics in a long time. But I have watched some edits while tripping, and the number one edit that stood out to me the most, and that hit the most, and like felt the realest, was Starker's Melody, bro.
Hell yeah! Oh my god, yes, that is the number.
I've said
it
like the most real edit I've seen.
But this is my favorite edit of all time, Starker's Melody. That is like whenever I need like not even inspiration, whenever I need just like
motivation.
Not motivation. Whenever I need just like to see something like I know that will make me like feel better that day or just like make me happy and stuff, I'll just go to Starker and just watch Melody like a million times over.
Melody's insane, dude. He's a fucking genius. Insane. Dude, when I first watched it tripping, like there's a part where like it flies through a guy's eye and comes out of like a scope and like he's like it's like daytime and sunny. I fucking watched that and it felt like my fucking soul left my body. It was fucking crazy. And that was only happened on Starker's edit.
I think it's also because he used the good music. Like the music on it is just amazing. Like I would watch it just for the music.
I think I'm gonna be real. I don't know the edit you guys are talking about because I've only been into this since like January of last year, and I've dabbled in it for like a year and a half.
Yeah,
Starker
if you're
Melody.
watching this podcast, watch Starker Melody. It's a fucking masterpiece.
If there was another edit that was like really like holy shit, have you guys seen "I'm Normal" by Nick?
I don't think
so. What? Nah.
Like it was his editor's trial, like not 2021 November. Was
it the like the 3D November? Shit or not the 3D shit? It was like
it was like the really weird music.
Let me look it up on my phone.
What is it?
It was
called?
like the intro was like "I Am Normal," and at one point like the craziest thing that I saw was like. It was like a death animation, and then he turned the arms into like a tree.
Oh, I see. I see. I think I know this edit. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like, holy fuck, this is sick. It's super wide. But I don't know. I don't think I've been editing for long enough to like see that many. People ask me like, "Hey, do you know this edit?" Because they expect me to. I'm like, bro, I like, I just started.
Oh, I see that part. Yeah. Yeah, I think the only editors I really fucking love are like Starker, because Starker's shit is just really genuine. You know.
I think that's why so many, like especially in the Minecraft editing community, we're a very, I wouldn't say fake.
Oh, we are fake.
I'd say very just.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, y'all Minecraft editors be making fake shit. I don't even mean that as in a bad thing. Like
yeah, but it's just true.
You could be talented.
It's just
too many
younger,
kids
less mature.
They don't even know like half of what's in the world.
There's a larger concentration of people that are doing it for fun.
Yeah, exactly. They're doing it for fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because Minecraft is such like a widespread game, you're gonna have a lot of people who aren't that invested in their edits.
Yeah.
But also, like, just the fact that it's young, the community. Like, you cannot have the sense of understanding when you're 13. Like what do you understand?
I mean, there's a few people who have, like, that weird, like, almost seems like early conception. Or, not conception, perception.
Yeah.
Like Alan, for example. That guy's fucking 13.
Minecraft
and he's,
guy?
like, he's better than a lot of people. But at the same time, there's some stuff missing, you know.
I actually fuck with Plex's edits on Minecraft.
Hell yeah.
Plex for sure.
Shit on Unimix was good.
Order. Oh my god, why are you reading my mind? Like half of the time, or extras while I'm like about to say someone's name. Like when we were talking about music, like Beatles, Queen, like Michael Jackson and shit. Then it was Starker. I was like about to say like Starker is amazing. Now I was like, so from the Minecraft community, it's obviously Plex. And as soon as I turn my mic back on, you're like, oh, it's Plex. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you gonna let me say the thing once?
I think the main thing the main problem with our community is that people are just editing to edit. They're not editing to tell a story or to convey like an emotion or like follow a plot line, you know? Like that's why Plex's stuff is so like interesting to watch. Because you look at it as it is, it's still the same concepts as everyone else uses, and still like the same, like, what's it called, foundation. But just because she actually puts a story into it, or like has, I asked her about her her entry to my contest, and she was just like, nah, bro, I was just having fun. Like natural creativity. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, there's lots of people who I see, like, a new edit from them, and I'm like, okay, cool. But I've had multiple edits from Plex come out where I'm just like, holy fuck.
Yeah, but I think she understands it because she doesn't, like, she's not only an editor, but she also just does, like, drawing and stuff like that.
She's a very artistic person, yeah.
I think she picked up some stuff from, like, doing the other creative things, and now she's just putting it into editing. So, like, she kind of understands, like, the point of the story and shit, because when you draw, you kind of, like, have to think about it, because when you make a drawing without a story, just like, you're gonna draw lines or what? Like, you need to have something behind it.
I think she has a very like simple yet complex understanding
Complex.
Like it's not like I think if I asked her to explain to me like how she does everything, she would probably just, because I think I actually have, but she's probably just like, dude, just don't, like, just do what's in your head. Like, stop filtering so much for the fear of what people think. And okay, actually, completely swerving off topic here. Yesterday, Quang, you don't know Quang, but Andy knows Quang. He uploaded a new like edit, and I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? This came out of nowhere, because it was like, it was crazy. Like, it was so fucking impressive. It's kind of similar to everything you have, Order. But it's just like, it was a completely different style with the same concepts that I've seen before. And so I DM'd him, and I was like, it looks like you did what you know without like worrying what people will think. And he was like, yeah, dude, that's what happened. And I was like, dude, this is fucking sick. Keep going with it. Like, I don't know. It's good to see people becoming independent.
Yeah.
This is kind of
like,
a reason why I hate sending stuff for ops. Like,
dude,
to the new,
to the
new
Oh,
beginners,
yeah, I don't
I
like getting
recommend like sending stuff for ops, because you can just get it from the editors who are more experienced. But I personally have sent like probably like 10 previews in my whole life, because I just hate it. Like, I have an idea, I'm like super like stoked about it, I'm like working on it, I'm like, hell yeah, this looks cool, this looks exactly how I have it in my mind. And so I was like, make the philo sharper, and then like I try to make it sharper, like, this is not like this, it's not what I want. Like,
yeah, see,
it's
exactly,
just, I hate it.
That's the one thing. I fucking hate getting ops from people. Not because I don't give a fuck about what others have to say, but just because I know they're not gonna have the same idea or vision that I had in my head, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like ops is really gonna sway it from what I want to what other people want. And like, I don't mean that in the sense as like, oh, dude, do what other people, you know what I mean? Like, I want it to be like my creation, you know, without much influence, you know, whatever I fuck with, you feel?
Yeah, like I feel like I've seen a lot of people take ops, and then their edit doesn't look like them.
That's why most of the community is like, looks like an Allen copy or extra copy, or I don't know, Barrack's copy.
I wouldn't say people I wouldn't say people clone me that much, but I think the key to originality is the opposite.
Yeah. And
from what I've experienced,
like the biggest
it's
problem.
literally just the ability. You just have to be able to take things from others without taking. You have to, like, I'd say, like, you need to have a distorted mirror. Or like a really warpy mirror, and then make that your style.
Oh man, dude, my anxiety's pretty much gone now. Now that we stopped talking about fucking shit.
Nice.
I fucking hate that shit, dude. But I'm glad though. I'm glad it's out there, you know? Like, really.
Now we don't have to talk about it anymore. You can just like be like, just watch this. Just watch an hour of me trying to explain my actual thoughts. And just send them the whole podcast.
No. I love this podcast. This shit's fucking cool. You know, because I feel like we talked about a lot of shit a lot of people need to hear, you know?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's good that Order, you and I have like talked a lot before. It's not like a ton, but we've talked
good enough to where we know each other, you know?
Yeah, I'm actually glad I got you here. I've known
Andy for like a year.
Because I've only had like how many chats with Order? Like a bunch of DMs, yeah, but then we only talked like 3 or 4 times before. It was usually just like I popped somewhere in the Discord and you were there, or I was there and then you hopped in there. So it was just like most of the time meaningless. So I'm kind of glad I have someone who had more experience with you, just like probably being more like yourself than I have, because I would not know what to say. I would be just like, hell yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if you guys like see it, but I feel like I don't know, not to be how do I say this? I don't want to like talk about myself a lot, but I feel like me personally, I still have a lot of like growth in editing to do. I don't know. I see a lot of other people who seem to be like they've like found their shit, you know?
Yeah, me too.
And I feel like I'm like kind of getting there, but I'm still it's like I can anticipate it and I can feel it coming, but I don't know when.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
And I still haven't had that point where I'm just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I want to feel. And like, it sucks because I know multiple people who have found their style or like have like found their like way of editing.
Mm-hmm.
Yet people still perceive me as like a higher skill level than them, which just like pisses me off because it's like, bro, like I want to be able to just like put my full holy fuck English.
It's hard, right?
I want to put my full potential. I want to put my full potential into an edit, and I
me
feel like I've
too.
never done that.
Yeah, I feel the same. I haven't put my full potential. Like I said, I've been planning edits for years now, and I haven't even started them. And I know how they're gonna be and what will happen, but I just haven't started yet. You know.
Yeah.
Damn,
But
that was a
you're
long,
right,
good
extra.
podcast. I had a hoot though, bro. This shit was cool.
Yeah.
I kind of feel relaxed. Like I spent 4 hours today just sprinting because it's a part of the sport that I do. And I was like, when I was coming here, like my whole body was like, ugh, dying. Like at the point of like, like I was about to walk on the street, and I would just fall down and just stay there because it just hurt. And now I'm just like, I'm kind of chilled out because it was just like, it was very calm and kind of like enlightening.
We're just talking. We're
Yeah.
not like. Yeah.
It's kind of
That's
relaxing.
what I hoped it would be.
I love it.
Just a recording of a discussion instead of like a
Yeah.
discussion meant for recording. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what else to say, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think we've touched on most of the stuff, and I was just like, we would just be talking out.
Yeah,
about
I don't want to
nothing.
just shit.
Mostly. Yeah, me neither. I feel like
Yeah.
it's way
Speak
longer than I
words.
wanted it to be. Like I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
It's
like
okay.
chill 45 minutes. Let's do it. And then it was like
Mhm.
an hour and 50. Holy, shit, that is way more than what I wanted.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
now it's
Is
quiet.
that it?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it is. That's it.
Should we
Hell
do like
yeah.
a
Outro?
should we do like a formal outroduction? How the fuck
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that?
sure. Introduction.
Outroduction.
You guys
Outroduction?
go
What the
first.
Okay. Andy, do you want to go first?
Oh
or do you
hell
want
no!
me to?
I don't know
Okay,
how to start.
thank
and end
you.
things.
Thank you everybody for tuning into the podcast today. It was super fun. Thank you Order for coming out.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
waking up at a decent hour.
I know, huh?
And you kept me up till fucking 1:30 in the morning. Trying to
Yeah.
convince you, but it's okay. I be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to Uni, subscribe to Andy's channel, subscribe to Order, subscribe to me, and leave a like as well. And send it to your friends because I think send it to anyone who's like struggling with editing, and I'm sure they'll be able to learn some stuff.
Hell yeah.
And
That's what we do.
Thank you Order, and
That's
yeah,
pretty much all.
It was a
Just
good
That's
podcast,
pretty much it, yeah.
yeah, just
Hell
bye.
yeah, Uni Podcast.
Universe Editing
Yeah.
Podcast #1 out now.